Hello everyone. Today we are discussing chapter 6, that is square and square root. So basically when we say square, what comes to our mind? It is actually a geometrical shape. Okay, geometrical shape having all sides equal. So it is so things are quite similar in geometry and algebra also. Like if we have a natural number, say 3. Okay, if you multiply 3 with itself, what do we get? We get 9. If you take another number, say 5, multiply 5 by itself, we get 25. If you say take 8 multiplied with itself, we get 64. Okay, so these numbers 9, 25, 64, these are actually called the squares of that particular natural number. Okay, say here square of 3 is 9, square of 5 is 25. Okay, now how to find the square? Just take a natural number and multiply the natural number with itself and you will get the square. Okay, so we can call this 9, 25, 64 these as square. Okay, so how it is similar with that of in geometry? Suppose if our square has a side of say 3 units or say 3 centimeter. If the side is 3 centimeter, okay, what will be the area of that square? Area of that square will be 3 into 3, that side into side, 9. If the side would have been 5 centimeter, 5 into 5, the area would have been 25 centimeter square. Okay, so that is how square in geometry and algebra, they are quite similar. Okay, that means a square number can be represented as product of a number with itself. If you talk about 36, whether it is a square or not, how do we know? How to know? We will see whether we can write 36 in the form of product of a number with itself or not. So clearly we know that 36 is actually 6 into 6. Since we can write 36 as 6 multiplied with itself, so yes, 36 is a square number. Okay, so 36 can be a square of a natural number. Now these squares are represented by, how do we write a square? Suppose 3 square is 9, so we write 3 a small 2 over here. Why 2? Because we have multiplied 3 2 times. Okay, that is why over 3 we write the small 2, that means square. So 3 square is equal to 9. In this way we represent. Okay, this 25 will be represented as what? 5 square. 5 square is 25. Then 8 square will be, 8 square is 64. In this way we represent square numbers. Okay, now what is so special about this 9, 25, 64, 36, these numbers? Actually we can see that these square numbers are arrived from natural number. That means we take any natural number and make it square, then the square we get is actually a special, and that is why we call them perfect square. We take any natural number and square it, we get a perfect square. You take say 7. 7 is a natural number, so 7 square is 49. So 49 is a perfect square. Okay. So the square number which is obtained from a natural number, that is called a perfect square. Otherwise, apart from natural numbers, we have different types of numbers. We have uh, decimal numbers, we have fractions. Okay. So, but if you are taking natural number, that means we are getting a perfect square. So, one very important property of a square number is important property of square number is its ending digit. Okay, the ending digit is always 0 or 1 or 4 or 5, 6 or 9. Okay, you take square of any number, the last digit will always be either 0 or 5 or 4, no, 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9, either one of these. You will never find a square number which have the digits 2 or 3 or 7 or 8. No, you will never get a square number having 2 or 3 or 7 or 8 in the end. Okay, all the square numbers we have discussed till now, you see 9 is there. Okay, 4 or 5 or say 6. Okay, so square number always ends with either 0 or 1 or 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay, so to understand the concept better, let's take a question. The question is, which of 123 square, 77 square, 82 square, 161 square and 109 square would end with digit 1? That means after making the square of 123, we have to find out whether the last digit will be 1 or not. Okay, so clearly you can see that if you take 123, you just take the last digit, okay, and make it a square. 3 square will be what? 9. So is it 1? No. So 123 square will not have the digit 1 in the end place. Okay, if you take 77 square, the last digit we have 7. So if the question is about the end digit, okay, you just take the end digit, don't care about the other rest of the digits. So 7 square is what? 49. So 49's last digit is 9, isn't it? In 77 square we just take 7, this 7 square. Okay, and 7 square is 49. So last digit is 9, is not 1. So 77 square will not have. Okay, then similarly here 82 square, you just take 2 square. 2 square is 4, it is not 1. So okay, fine. Then 161 square, the last digit is 1. Okay, so 1 square is 1 on the 1. So 161 square will have end digit 1. In case of 109 square, just take 9 square. 109 square, we'll just take 9 square, the last digit. 9 square is 81. So 81 has 1 in the end place. So 109 square will have 1 in the end place. Let us see one more question. Okay, the question is, what would be the ones digit? Ones digit means the last digit. Okay, ones digit in the square of the following. We have certain numbers given, and if we find the square of these numbers, what will be the last digit? And as I've already said, if the question is about the last digit, you just take the last digit. Okay, that means if you take 1 2 3 4 1234 square, okay, we just take care about the 4, the last digit. Okay, 4 square is equal to 16. 4 for the 16, so the last digit will be 6. Okay, in this case, what will be the ones digit or the units digit? We take the square of 7. Here 7 square is 49. So the last digit, or you can say ones digit, is 9. Okay, in this case, just by looking at the question we can say the answer. We don't have to do all this. Okay, so we talk about 8. 8 square is 64. 64 has 4 in the last digit, so our answer is